Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another Transformers review. This time I'm going to compare two Gestalts that are basically the same thing. Taking a look at Bruticus from the Fall of Cybertron in his G2 colors. This was an Amazon exclusive. And I'm also taking a look at the Autobot Records Ruination. So, yeah, here they are. Now, when this set came out, I had a lot of high hopes for it. It had a lot of critical negativity when it came out from a lot of fans. It wasn't the Gestalt they wanted, but it's okay. I mean, it's different. It is a Gestalt. This is probably one of the first true Gestalts they've done in a while. It is hit or miss in certain areas, but you know what? I can survive with it. It's nice to see them attempting something new. So, looking at the figures themselves, I did not go with the Comic-Con version, as I didn't particularly. The colors were okay. They weren't quite game accurate. They were probably about as close to game accurate as you're going to get out of the set. And then, of course, they had the Rainbow series that was worse than the G2 as far as colors. I mean, it was just Skittles colors. I don't know what the deal was with that. So, I opted to go with the G2 color scheme because I like the camo on it. It's G2. It had they really hadn't done a lot of G2 remake figures, and aside from like BotCon exclusives, so you didn't get the G2 Decepticon logo. So I went ahead and opted for it. I thought it was kind of cool. And it was a heck of a lot cheaper than the San Diego Comic-Con version, and it looked better than the Skittles. If you're going to go Rainbow Bruticus, you might as well go G2. Then there was the Autobot Gestalt. So basically they repainted this guy and put a new head sculpt on him and called him Ruination, and modeled after the Wreckers, which I did appreciate. I wasn't going to get it at first. I'm like, well, that's just a different Bruticus with a different head. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to get that. But when I saw them in the store, I figured I'd go ahead and put them together. And I'm glad I did, because I didn't see that many of those figures afterwards. So that, I mean, they weren't peg warmers at all. They actually did come off the shelves pretty quick, which was kind of interesting. So, looking at the two, pros and cons. I really do like Bruticus's head. I think that was pretty cool. The backpack could have been a little bit better. I wish he would have had launchers. Now, the little two plastic frills that go up are kind of fragile, and I don't know how much playwear they could actually take. The arms underneath, I just didn't like their placement. I really think they could have filled out that middle part a little bit better. Now, the helicopter is fantastic, both as an arm and as a leg. So whether it's Whirl or it's Vortex, I mean, it works really well. They did a good job with it. The tank, it's okay as an arm. I think it works better, actually, as an arm than it does a leg, which is unfortunate. That tank really could have been a good tool to work with. The Jeep does pretty good as both an arm and as a leg. The space shuttle just absolutely has to be a foot. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It just has got to be a foot. The head sculpt on Ruination, I mean, it's pretty typical Autobot. There's nothing really huge going on there. What I did appreciate was that they put together a group of wreckers, and they pretty much stayed true to their color schemes. And I liked how they reused the name Ruination, since that was the robots in disguise, or car robots, redeco of Bruticus. They brought them in as Decepticons because it was primarily a Predacon army, and they were the Decepticons along with Scourge, who was pretty much Nemesis Prime. But when they formed the Gestalt, they became Ruination. So I like how they kind of kept that name with the Bruticus set. So that was pretty decent. But, you know, all in all, they're not bad. I do like them. I'm glad I did pick them up. They are hard to find now. They're obviously, you can't find them in the stores. You're going to have to go online to pick them up. And depending on the set, it could probably get pretty expensive. So there they are, Ruination and the G2 Bruticus. Thanks for watching, guys, and look for more videos in the future.